the run is coming from Ace there too. So Lich Jug versus the Beastmaster, and likely a +1. They probably tempted to go for another kill up top here first though, because Crit has mangoed back up.
Moving
and
in
here
on
they go.
3-3. Moving
and
in
here
on
they go.
3-3. Nice little combination. The Bramble Maze is down. Another oh, he ran into it.
He got kind of body blocked by
man.
Fly. That was nice. I believe he's pinging. It's like,
wow.
Got me, dude. He got me with the body blocks.
They get the don't give up, though, coming from Fada. Fada trying to bring a little bit of life into this team. Again, not eliminated. They do need to win here 2-0, though, as well as get a little bit of help on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, not a great way to start, though.
No. It's a little bit tough, definitely. Ace, though, 4-2. And, you know,
finding some positives here, I see.
You gotta do it, man. You
he
gotta
has
do
hit
it.
the creeps.
He's hitting some creeps. He's hit actually 8 of them now. It's good stuff. We haven't seen that movement yet, as you were talking about, down to the bottom with the rest. So they're just doing sort of a full-on tri-lane now. Although RTZ's gonna have to back off a little bit. 3-3 is building up those stacks of sticky napalm on him.
I mean, I know S4 is an old school guy here, but he's just like solo laning down bottom versus a Lich and trying to use the Boar and the Hawk for the vision too, but Ace is just having none of this. He's like, yeah, I'm going to hold this lane out here. It's not coming into the tower, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even matter that he's blocking the small camp with his Hawk. It's just not mattering.
No pull required. So they eventually they're going to have to bring someone down here, or S4 is going to be very low in the last hits for a long time.
Yeah. Which maybe is okay. Mid lane right now, Fata facing off against Sumail, and Sumail 16-2 versus 5-0. So as bad as things are going right now for S4, more than made up for by Sumail. And, well, top lane, a little bit of a stun now onto the Ogre as they are moving in. No, good sleep though onto the Bat Rider. They're gonna walk away with Arteezy while still punching away onto this Ogre. Crit also getting gone on. But they do have the 3-4 stacks. Might be enough to find the kill on this Dark Willow. Has to back out.
The threat of the Sven.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming. She's got that long cast range. Hello.
Oh, good stun there from Satsa.
Oh, yeah. A little bit too late on the Brambles. Not quite long enough.
Well, now ET just backs out. Fly's still fine. And they're getting a good amount of... Well, actually, they're not getting that much farm at all for Arteezy. 7-2 right now. Dude, they're owning.
I mean, they're committing the 3 heroes here this whole time as well.
Well, Sumail is having a nice time, but those other ones a little bit rough, and a sidestep there of the LSA.
TZ might have another kill here, though, as they do get the full combo this time onto 3-3, and he's going to have to run himself in the tree. Looks like they might just let him go, though, and he's salving up. Oh, the cancel, though. He got greedy. A lot of HP after that one.
And Fly now underneath the fire. A lot of damage coming out. The stomp isn't going to be enough. Not quite. Arteezy has the follow-up stun in a second. Gives himself another punch. Saksa is able to beat down on that ET. But not before they lose their 3-3.
All right, well, his last hits aren't that great, but all the kill involvement for Arteezy still puts him pretty high up there. 1,600 net worth versus the 21 of the Jug. So it's not as bad as the last hits look, but of course, creeps are worth a hell of a lot these days. So Ace is still the happier carry. And S4, I mean, has he, let me just, what is it, 1-1, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he to do? There's nothing to do. I'm shocked he's even level 3.
Now, 3-3 again. Top. They're keeping a pretty good pressure back, though. This Ogre just being this sort of stalwart force in front of him, making sure he doesn't get killed off. But yeah, the level 3 onto Beastmaster, reasonably leveled. Even though there's 21 denies right now in the Jug.
It's just, you know, last hit training simulator here.
Pretty much.
Mid lane has not been that exciting. It's a Akunga versus Alina looking very even. As you can see, it's mostly just a matter of which way the wave is going as to who's leading in the last hits. So yeah, going just fine for Sumail. He's actually very well up in terms of net worth, though. The spam from the Tidebringer really beating into Fada.
Wow.
As he's bringing out more tangos and a clarity.
Almost 600 gold lead, as we do have a little bit of a pause. You know, I have not been more terrified in my life. I hit the W button to switch back to last hits as the pause happened, and I thought I paused it for a second. I literally thought I paused
the fear. Yeah. Shout out to Merlini.
Yeah, there you go.
Paused it once Manila Masters. That was great. The players all flamed him too. No other caster could have got away with that.
Of course not.
No.
It's like Jack on the panel. Stun now onto 2. 3-3 tries to run away, but Sumail with the rotation finds him. They're deciding to go on the Ogre instead, and actually Lina rotating in, Fly in a heck of a lot of trouble.
Oh, we got the kill
They
first.
kill off the Ogre. But they lose the ET, and now stun as he walks up. The high ground Curse Crown is going to follow through. With another TP in coming from Bat, they're going to decide to back.
Yep, good choice. It is a mid laner, so it's very tempting, but they get a good read on the situation. And, well, now they're in behind the tower, and S4 has gone. It's still 1. That's a big old 1 on the last hits. The Lich has more last hits, one of which I'm sure is a boar. All right, well, the revenge is here. They finally rotate another support after the death.
Give this man the last hit. You know he wants it. You know he needs it. Oh, God, he doesn't even get that one. Don't give up. So they make the rotation. Get the kill.
Mid lane, nice torrent.
Oh, good stun though, but the root's already there. And now Sumail dropping out the boat. Light Strike Array going to connect, but he pulls him back in and steals away that last hit as well. Not to mention, this Ogre, can they get the body blocks enough in time for the torrent?
Correct.
They're doing it very well. Quick fingers on the Dark Will, not able to freehand.
He's got one more bramble.
And he's not going to be able to
get it. He's just too fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crid is the only Master Tier I've seen the entire event. Have you seen anyone else?
For Dark Willow?
For any hero. I haven't seen any Master Tiers.
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
I'm sure there are a couple others that have been played, but we haven't got to cast any.
Yeah. This is definitely his hero right now.
He loves it. With good reason.
Got to keep the team in good spirits.
Kana really is trying hard in that regard. You're not wrong.
Dude, yeah, in the other day,
S4! Last hit! Oh, another one! Oh! Boom! 3 and 2!
Look at this. Literally 300% better.
Life gets a lot better when someone just comes and kills with the support. Now Peter, he's out. He's on the road.
Time to move around. Looks like they want to come and invade. They know that the Kunkka's going to be up here, and in fact, able to find it with the stun. Can they get the beatdown in time? The fear, the boat, going to get that rum buff, and well, now pulls back in the Ogre. Able to find another follow-up.
Not a very scary support duo.
No.
Ogre, Lich, it's like the double 5 strat.
Oh, and Crit comes in, takes away the kill. Just when they thought they might be able to turn it yet again.
When the lane isn't like dumpstered with these two heroes, I guess they did dumpster bottom to be fair, and top went pretty well. But your whole game just has to go so well when you pick these two as your support duo because they don't transfer that well into the mid game versus ET and Dark Willow.
No.
Those are two supports who play the mid game.
I mean, just fights. Like, the team fight from EG is so ridiculously good. And when you think back again, we talked about this one of the other casts, so we might see PPD drop down or maybe 3-3. Teasy throws out the stun. Fly is there with the follow-up if they need it, but they're also going to have...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest for you. I don't mean to interrupt this action, but this sort of event calls for it as we see 33 probably going to die on his bat rider. That's right. We've got Matumba Man on stream A. We're not going to go to that game. We're going to stick on this NIP-EG game, but I highly recommend going over. You know, Blitz, Cap, Matu, what a comfy cast that'll be, and they'll be doing Vici Gaming versus OG. What a high-quality game for that to be. But don't worry, we're going back to stream C, NIP versus EG.
But the thing that I was going to mention is that EG, when they've looked their best, have always felt like it's, you know, Crit and Fly playing on big team fight supports, and then you just like throw out the damage off to the side from the rest of them. Let them run around, make plays together, and see what comes of it.
Well, they got the heroes for it.
Definitely.
S4 just stacking up his jungle. I don't know if they'll be for him. Probably not, knowing the S4 life.
Yeah, he just needs to get his aura right. Top lane, try and get 3-3 again. Right now, just sitting with the one bracer and the wand. And they do kill him off as well. So 5-11 so far, but less than 1,000 gold lead between the two teams. Right now, this Jug is definitely the X factor, keeping up with the Sumail Kunkka. And really, it's Arteezy that's kind of far behind relative to the other safe laner.
Yeah, you do also have like high supports though on the side of EG. Well, one high support really of Crit, who's ahead of both heroes that were in that dire or Radiant offlane. And yeah, that's the zap. So hey, cash money. Got a very good pick up there onto the Dark Willow from Fada.
Yeah, really easy. I mean, that's the thing is, you can't really use the Yules for that setup. You've got to just go for
good.
Light Strike
I needed that for my prediction.
Uh-oh. Stun. DPD gonna get punched. Can they get the kill? Yes, indeed. And now 3-3 also gonna get X'd. But they don't want to stick around any longer. Just go in there for the bounty runes and then the back out.
Got that sweet, sweet Laguna Blade damage for most magic damage by 10 minutes. Shout out to everyone else in Dota TV who got that one. We sniped it with 10 seconds to spare. Fada takes the lead. Easy. All right, so if I am Arteezy right now, I am attempting not to die, I believe, because this is like, all right, they're finally out of my lane. There is a Bat Rider. I just got to be careful of him, but I really need to get my Midas and just kind of ignore everyone on the side of an IP for the next 10 minutes, right? He just wants his Midas, his Echo Saber, his Blink, his whatever the hell he wants this game. It's time for it. So he's going to waddle himself around here. Jeez, this hero even looks slow with phase boots.
That's true.
And the team's going to make the space for that because they're rotating with the roar. It's time for the revenge. Oh, they're too slow.
Ace recognizing the moment and just going to spin TP away.
Oh, that hurts.
But that does leave it open for Arteezy to
It's
move
the
down
10-minute classic, you know? It's just, they're making the rotation. And he's left the top lane.
They'll pick up a kill in return. It's only on the Ogre.
Oh, or is it?
Maybe not. Maybe they won't even get that. Light Strike Array not going to connect, but Soxa slept. Chase forward for more possibly. Tidebringer, and one more punch coming from Crit. Well played.
Yeah, that Max Shadow Realm was no joke.
No. So Arteezy farms bottom. Meanwhile, the rest of EG pushing in the tier 1 tower mid. Using the glyph also to keep that creeps alive. Torrent is going to spot the movement in from the Bat Rider. Level 7. Did have a second bracer. I think that it's back in his base now. I'm not sure where he got rid of it or not.
Oh, he did. It's still on the courier.
Okay. Oh, and I love this build from Sumail. Just straight into the Radiance. Double bracer Radiance.
Yeah, the no one special. The DK or the Kunkka.
Yeah,
that was good. Yep.
Oh, that's a Kunkka player.
Yeah, he's been playing some Kunkka.
Oh. You know, I have like 150 games. I've never been able to do that. I just can't do it. I'm terrible.
Just go in the lobby for 30 seconds.
I've been there for 30 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
That ain't great. Well,
simultaneous tower destruction here. Top and bottom. Losing our tier 1s. Teams rotating, not looking to clash. And very even stuff again still. I mean, the kills, sure, they're more in favor of EG, but overall net worth, like a lot of those kills were early and didn't have a lot of high value.
Well, another one that might not have the highest of value, but still very happy to take it. They bring down the Ogre yet again, able to get out before the Jug or Lina pressure in. And Arteezy using the Midas, farming up.
I hear a smoke, though.
Oh, a little dangerous. They do have the Lina in the area. Oh, excuse me, no, it's PPD. Nope, they can't kill him. Oh, he's just running away.
Gives him the wave, the high five, and Peter's going to use this time to try and ward and de-ward around the map.
Okay.
Likely the whole point of the smoke.
So, Bat Rider has the bracer now, going for the Blink Dagger next. They do have some decent burst damage once they get it.
This is great. I mean, you have Alina and you have Omni Slash. These are two of the better heroes, and you can even count the Ogre if you want. Lots of ways to try and kill someone in the duration of the lasso, so I'm fine with the Blink build in a game like this.
They were going to go on the Sven, but then they saw the creep camp die to Kunkka, so they knew he was staying up there on the high ground. They decided to back out. So everybody right now farming off this side. S4 does have his eyes on Ace. They're going now, trying to find Arteezy. Going to be able to go for him. They can to get the TP rotation in from the Beastmaster. They've already lost the spend, but the big combination comes out. The Terrorize on top of the Ghost Ship, but isn't enough damage. It doesn't quite look like it. Roar there onto Fada, trying to take down this Lina before Laguna Blade, and they are going to get the kill. Meanwhile, Crit hides away in the Shadow Realm, finding Soxa. One more punch gets them the kill. And are they going to get any more? Another round, trying to run away. Ace does have the spin, but no TP. He's in trouble. S4 trying to get in there and kill off that healing ward, and Ace going to be slowed down, going to be able to spin away, but for how long? Can they chase this one down? They have the Torrent getting thrown out. No, they're not going to go for it. Don't want to dive too deep, and it looks like the rest of NIP will escape.
That was a painful rotation for NIP, attempting to secure themselves a kill onto Arteezy and slow that big snowball down. Fly comes through, puts down a sentry, spots that there's an observer placed down, and then the fight just suddenly begins. He was in prime position for that stomp to help set up for the wombo combo of Crit. And now you have a Radiance done at under 15 minutes on a Kunkka. That is gross.
God.
He's 10. Is he 10-0-3? He's 10-0-3.
What in God's name?
I mean, they've been stacking up the jungle as well. He's been stacking the jungle. He's an alchemist.
This is actually, I think, the best Kunkka game that I've seen.
It's going to be an extremely high GPM.
It's also like sort of quietly happened. He's just been walking around getting involved in everything.
It's kind of like people just kept walking to his lane and he kept ulting. That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah. Dude, Radiance done the 14 minutes. That's nuts. All right, well, Ace, the plus side of this is that it's hard to really, you know, capitalize.
Look how much damage that is this early.
Roar, is he just dead? Chase forward, he gets the huge cleave there on a PBD hidden on the route. Try to Manta dodge it, it's not gonna happen. They find another kill.
Like, this Jug should be the stupidly fat guy. He's got like 8K net worth, that's okay at this point in the game. He's got a Manta, he's feeling good about his game. He sees this guy, he's like, what happened? What'd you do mid?
Dude, Sumail is a monster.
He wants this win. You can feel it.
Yeah, he does.
It's like, I need upper bracket. So I heard there was already a king in the upper bracket. I would like to face him, please. Thank you.
Oh, man. Who is the real king, though? That's something that's going to need to be decided later.
Oh, I have top.
S4 going to get bopped. Fada in the area. Sumail trying to free hit it. Oh, dude, he got him.
He's on.
He did it to him. Sumail making it happen. Did get the X. Fada tries to run. Gets the Yule Scepter lift up his buddy. Arteezy trying to chase PPD. Does he hit another one? Can't find that torrent. But they will kill off their old captain.
Good save. That's a quality support play.
Yes, most definitely. And Fada giving him the thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going down there without that.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Ace finishes off the tier 1 tower in the mid lane in the meantime. And I think that actually, like, the only downside is that Fada has to make the long walk, right? And he's still getting some farm while it's happening. But the fact that he could take that tier 1 tower while also not losing the Lina, pretty good for him.
Yeah, and a kill on the Beastmaster, right?
Yeah.
So, although Beastmaster also ready to go for another kill for himself because the Roar is back up and available. I'd like to see him and Crit rotating because Crit has his Yules prepped and ready to go. Just needs to clear out this bottom tower.
What's going on, everyone? Real quick update. So we already settled Group A. Turns out Group B might be simpler than you thought. If EG win either of these games versus NIP, they will be locked for upper bracket. NIP, unfortunately, are eliminated from the group stage as Royal Never Give Up did pick up a victory versus Infamous, which mathematically means that NIP can no longer qualify for the main event. However, if you want to figure out how the rest of the upper bracket will play out, you can either stay here on this stream, see if EG wins, or you can go to stream B, where Fnatic and VP are currently playing, and the winner of that game will also go to the upper bracket. Let's go back to stream C.
They're leaving him to his devices. So they find that kill, but meanwhile, mid lane,
oh no,
for the bigger target.
Not our Lich.
We got to get PPD, man. Take this man down.
They are going to get tower at the same time, though, and defensive, hard. Oh, okay, that could be an alright start. He's got 12 armor, though.
They do have a DD rune for Sumail. I feel like he's ready to fight. This dude is down to
Look
clown.
at the boars.
Stomp, connecting. Ace has the Omni Slash, going to try and go for the wraparound, but is going to be punished if he does. So heads back and away. Sumail just going to keep a hold of that DD rune.
Jeez, he's nearing into a BKB as well.
Yeah. They have the Bat Rider Blink Dagger, and we saw it used there to great effect, taking down the Sven. Still, though, how you feeling about the odds right now for NIP? It definitely feels like they're behind.
There, certainly. They really need to just start moving with this lasso again. That was a great way to start things off. They got Arteezy. Arteezy isn't having a wonderful game, right? He's the bottom out of this like 1-2 quadro. Quartet?
That's definitely the one.
Oh, quartet's good.
That's the word.
Quadro was better. Of the quartet of the mids and safe lanes, he is at the bottom by a pretty significant margin. 1K behind that Lina, who's pretty much tied up with her Jug now as they're oscillating back and forth. And they want to grab him again. But, ooh, 3-3, really close there to Arteezy. He senses that there's probably some help there this time.
Yeah. And they're definitely baiting him this time
But
around.
yeah, they got to be lasso gamers. They do have the boots of travel on to Fada, so he's going to try and create situations for pickoffs because the best way to find lasso targets is information and wards, and pushing lanes gives you a lot of information. You want to see like what towers are being hit, where are they not defending, what does that mean for their map movements, and they've got a very good read here. They understand they're all on the bottom, so they're going to try and smoke and wrap around through the lane.
This is really bold.
They need Peter, though, with the ulti.
This. They have the BKB on the courier coming out right now for the Kunkka, but it hasn't quite arrived. It's a little bit away, and in fact, they're able to find the Beastmaster. If Sumail doesn't get his BKB in time, could be tragic. S4 going to drop, and Sumail running into the middle of him. The DD is already popped as well. Chasing, now he's got the BKB. What else do they have? Arteezy pops the God Strength, controlled for the moment. The run buff is going to start to wear off, and in fact, they've already got him down very low. Arteezy gets controlled and left behind.
No
they
high
try
fives.
to give him the high five.
That's weird.
Now, push back now onto Sumail. Is he going to try and 1v5 this? He already does it. Pop the BKB, kills off 3-3, and then retreats.
Yeah, eat my wake, I believe, Sumail says.
I mean, good fight for NIP.
Yeah, they did come out on top just because the big kills on 2 of the cores from the side of EG. And they also had to use the 10-second BKB. Unfortunately, it cost 3-3 his life, but at least, hey, that's being worn down some here. Got a beautiful target there onto the Beastmaster as well. They do have to do a little bit of de-warding, but I'm sure Peter will be up to that on the Lich. Unfortunately, with this hero, no GPM talent. Makes it a little sad. So he drops the tome in the base. And who's he sending that off to? Is Lena? Is he that nice of a guy? Get her level 18?
Could be.
Seems to be. Oh, wait. He gave it back. Gave it to 3-3, I guess.
Give it to Soxa. Soxa just took it. There you go.
Oh, Soxa's got his Midas, does he?
Yeah.
Hey!
That is the bonus of playing this in position 4.
It's true. It can very easily become a core.
Ah, he's going towards the Greaves next.
As long as you don't lose in the first 25 minutes. Yeah, I like the Aura build on the Ogre a lot. I wouldn't mind a Yule's too, just for like helping to control, but he wants to make sure that he can cast all his spells off first off.
Okay. Haste is there for Sumail, as well as obviously the BKB. We talked about it. S4 has his Vlad's done. Fly still sitting broke as a joke. Lowest net worth on his team. And there's another DD rune, this time picked up for Arteezy. Has a nice chunk of change in his inventory, waiting to spend it on his own BKB. But it kind of feels like we're in a bit of a lull at this point in the game.
Feels like the heroes on NIP have just become tanky enough that it's not that easy for Sumail +1 to just kill anyone, right? So he does have a haste rune though, so he is ready to fight. He's just going to get a slightly better position and TP out to the shrine first. Maybe a team smoke here. They've got one on the ET.
I think that smoke might have happened underneath the Hawk. I think that's what happened right there. And so right now, NIP looking to pick somebody off, but EG is holding on to the high ground.
Oh, they even put the Brambles in. They really thought they were in Roche.
Okay. So no Brambles. NIP still sitting up top. And they're pinging out that that's where they think they're at. Tier 2 tower is being assaulted. It looks like it's going to go down, actually, just freely to these creeps. Now, one more punch in the
So that means they're probably going to think they're bottom after something like that, right? You don't expect someone to be camping next to their tower when they fall, so they might get caught out here.
Oh, this is nice if they can get it. The split up coming, but the pings are there as well. They have an idea of their own. Ace going to send back one illusion.
It's because they're seeing the Hawks on the Observer Sentry combos.
Yeah. The boar punching the illusion. And that might give the game away. Yeah, he's going to send the other illusion into the Roche pit. Again, like very technical back and forth movements. NIP and EG trying to mind game each other as far as where they are around the map. But we've entered into that phase where it's like the 5-on-5 engagements. And then maybe occasionally you can find a pick off here or there. And obviously the team with the Beastmaster is going to have a bit of a better time with that.
That and they have much better team fight, I think. The Lena with the Lincolns now is a little bit more survivable, could create issues. Oh, this might be a stun here.
Gets the Lincolns. It's already popped. The Torrent to follow it up. Nice combination. The damage out, but the Yule Scepter lift up. Well played. It's still not going to be enough, though, as Fata is going to drop. They also have the X now onto PPD. Roar comes out. 3 are dead. Just like that, EG claim some lives and head to the pit.
Yeah, whenever they're clashing right now, it just feels like EG has a much better chance of victory because they got the BKB on the Kunkka, and I don't think you can fight that.
No. It's very, very hard. The bots, Yules, Lincolns is nice from Fata in a way, but saw there, just end up breaking it, still running him down. So Roche is gonna fall. Evil Geniuses can see, even though it's only a 3,000 gold lead, feeling like a 75% chance according to Dota Plus. And the other thing that's really scary about this lineup is that you can do just this. You can defend against lanes with the X combos and also keep the pressure on while still defending your towers. Start to lose too much HP, XTP back to Fountain, heal back up. All good things.
It's a lot of pressure on 3-3 this game to try and make something happen with his Bat Rider. Him and Fada, who is going for his own BKB, can't afford to go for that Aghanims early on or something, trying to buff up their damage and their burst potential.
Ace is going to head back. They don't have vision there, but NIP do see EG at least. And that is going to give them the clue to get the heck out of dodge. They also managed to kill off that Hawk there. And now another couple of scribbles all across the map.
Yeah.
As both teams talk about where they want to go.
Not a lot of wards going down here. You see a couple being planted now from NIP in the bottom half, just a couple of freshies. So they're in good spots considering where EG are moving through right now. But
yeah, a little bit of the lack of vision for EG right now, for sure. But will be remedied shortly, I'm sure.
They got some illusions running across the map, though. They always have the Hawks they can fly, too, so not really a major issue for them.
Yeah. Do you think EG want to use the Sage just going high ground? Like, is that the play here?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they can contest them. But they also have this, oh, look, a ward. Free Ogre kill.
All right, run in. Find themselves the Ogre. Move him back in.
And he's really dead.
He is super dead. No life left.
Oh, they're going to see
map.
that flame break. But, yeah, nothing left.
Too tough. Maybe could have got a Torn in there, but I think it might have actually been on cooldown still from throwing it on the Ogre. So the 4,000 gold lead now for Evil Geniuses. Not feeling super concerned about trying to just push this into the later stages, as there still is a tier 1 tower to take up in the top lane, as well as tier 2 mid and
Peter
top.
is in behind. Perhaps saying, you know, hey guys, this looks like a fight we might be able to take. Nope.
Never mind. Adios.
Going home.
Yeah, it just kind of feels like they have to avoid everything at this point in the game. Like Juggernaut, Manta has the Mjolnir, but even that really doesn't feel like it's a great way for him to fight. He needs so much in this Jug.
And you got your Ogre TPing to your jungle to Midas multicast. So I don't think he's going to be top either.
That's fair.
All right, how much do you want to trade in IP?
Yeah.
Would you like to go 2 for 2?
I feel like he'd be happy to trade whatever, as long as it's not Barracks going down.
I feel like they're not going to get this one. I mean,
true.
I guess EG could just go high ground. I was thinking they might go back and defend, but they do want to make the Sages work.
Okay, still just under 2 minutes remaining. As Sumail gets the AC delivered to him. Dude is fully bought out at this time. 17,000 net worth, and using every bit of it on these items. But they're going to back out. TP going to defend the tower as S4, having already used the Roar. Ace could go for the spin TP away, but that one's already been caught and he's going to be killed.
Yeah, they had quite a few punches. Wow, nice job by S4.
Yeah.
Didn't even get the tower. No deny required. They're saying, all right, just never let them back on this side of the map, guys.
No worries at all right now for Evil Geniuses. If NIP were to take a fight, like, it feels like everything is so calculated and just on the nose that EG aren't giving them an opportunity to fight. But what's the dream fight look like for NIP?
Lasso Sumail into the fountain.
All right, I can
So
take
he
it.
dies twice.
Fair enough. I guess
The
just
guy's
wait
thinking
on
about
the
a basher. He's a monster.
What the heck? I mean, attack speed aura, right? Maybe find a bash onto Ace is trying to spin TP away.
Yeah, it's definitely a my items don't matter situation.
Yeah. Well, they get the sleep now onto the Lina. Sumail takes down the tier 3 tower. And easy as you please, he just backs away. 20 seconds till the Aegis is proclaimed, and in that time it looks like they're going to try and take down these shrines.
Jeez, so many wards and D wards being thrown down this game. I feel like the teams are just getting all of them. Like, we already have one of the 2 D-warded in the jungle. And Soxa, he's going bottom for the bounties.
This game
he's got the vision. Go, Soxa, go! You got the vision. Go! All right, he's
dude,
right.
He would die.
How dare he play so safe? It's only ET. You had him, dude.
Oh, he's gonna stick around for that one at the very least. This is one of those games where just like it hurts to watch NIP, like how hard EG is just countering every move that they want to make. Every time they're trying to head out across the map to get something done, EG is there to be a blockage in their way.
It's a real slow burn. Feels like it's been constantly in EG's favor. Right after that one fight, right? It was like things were kind of even, and then you take one bad fight up top, and suddenly you just feel like you're on the back foot the rest of the game. Now Arteezy looking for the Blinken. He's got that moonshot. He's got so much damage. Not gonna worry. He's gonna say, "Oh, all right, relax.
Get the heck out of here." I will say that's been kind of a theme of NIP's games, is that things start to look really good. They're, you know, they're moving, they're grooving, and then something goes wrong, and then it's like they clam up or something. I don't know.
It almost feels like they just like don't have the comeback thoughts. They just have like the playing not to lose, like, oh, clear out this wave, clear out that wave. But finding those aggressive maneuvers seems to have been a very tough ask for this team. So they're gonna do one now. They're smoking out.
Fata and Soxa not smoked, but they might be able to catch here. And, oh. Dude, Sumail knows. He super knows. Light Striker right connecting, Crit moving in, jump forward, stun. Good BKB reaction though from Fata. Now Scepter liftoff didn't get the BKB off Sumail. Already in the middle of all of them. The BKB is there from Fata. Are they going to be able to get that kill? No. Doesn't look like it. Omni Slash bouncing around, not doing enough damage against the run buff. But it looks like they will be able to kill off S4 already with PPD dead. Not a whole lot dying in this fight, but as they get up to the high ground, Arteezy going to look for a big jump in. By virtue of Fly, Sumail gets the X. Going to have the Torrent there for the follow-up, but they don't actually pull him back in time. But there's the stomp with the sleep onto all of them. Look at the combo coming out. Sumail and Arteezy bashing it out and killing them off with one more to fall. EG asserting dominance here in this game number 1. They come in for one blast, quick hit, triple kill for Arteezy.
Yeah, domination indeed. That's now 15, 0, and 13 for Sumail. And indeed, a beautiful play there from Fly. He's had excellent stomps so far today, and just narrowly escapes with his life out of that one.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. GPM, almost 700 for the Kunkka. But it was that early read, it's like 15 minutes or 14 minutes, whatever it was, that feels like it really turned this one back around. And all right, NIP, it's time to pull it together.
Here he comes.
They got to do something. This is their tournament life on the line. 14,000 net worth right now for EG.
There's a high five. Wrong team though.
That's fair.
NIP needs the high fives.
I could use it. Oh, nice. The mass pings.
He almost didn't high five him. That was kind of scary.
True.
Oh, S4 is getting left hanging.
Oh, no.
It's the blink. Oh, I missed him.
Unbelievable. That's a report right there for sure. Minute left till the next Roche. EG just going to play together, and in the meantime, NIP, they're going to need a miracle and a half here. They're going to need some fountain dives.
Yeah, they really are.
I mean, I guess could you go for like an Aegis steal? That's one of the other avenues of maybe.
Versus the Batrider, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Being able to actually use the lasso to kill that key target would be fantastic. I don't even know who they'll give it to. If he actually finishes this Abyssal Blade, I don't think Sumail needs the Aegis.
Well, I mean that NIP could come in and try and steal the Aegis away. When
Yeah,
they go
no,
for the
I
rush.
hear you.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, you know, you have to kill Sumail, but...
Oh, God, good for staff Fata. He gets it off, but just gets chunked down by Arteezy. Sorry is the call. 80 seconds on the sideline now. Ace as well as Soxa outside the base. They're going to get caught. Looking for the stun. Warrant not going to be there, but they get the Omni Slash off. A good amount of burst damage there onto Artur, but they aren't going to be able to get the kill. And Ace instead is going to be the one that gets ran down. Throws out the healing war, pops the shrine. It's not enough. Dead for 70 seconds. And it's looking like EG trying to finish off this game. Good game is called from PPD, and EG going to take game number 1.
All right, man. EG a clinic in this one, and the laning stage, it started a little bit rough. You know, pretty even, but the top lane, RTZ had a little bit of a slow start to the last hits. S4, well, very slow start, but hey, he did a great job of getting the levels. That's a really hard lane, right? The fact that he didn't die a bunch to just Frost Shield and spin still says a lot about S4.
And then being able to make those rotations afterwards with the roar, find the kills, super clutch. It was a very strange game because it felt like it basically played itself. Once they started to get that first initial fight win.
The game basically played itself, and this group basically played itself. This is it's an Occam's razor type situation. We had all these permutations and combinations, and it ended up being the simplest solution. Evil geniuses have locked their way into the upper bracket, which means there will be no chance for tiebreakers. This group is going to be just as straightforward as Group A, but we're not done deciding the last member of the upper bracket. It's going to be on Stream B. Fnatic versus Virtus Pro, but I just want to explain real quick what's happening elsewhere on the other streams. Stream D, we got RNG versus Infamous. RNG was able to win their first game versus Infamous, which is what originally mathematically locked out NIP. And on Stream A, we've got a Techies being played by OG, and as I had mentioned earlier, it's a tricast. It's Blitz, Capitalist, and Matumba Man tricasting that, but we're going to see what happens to the rest of this upper bracket on Stream B.
No one jumping into ISISI. Zubu looking for the Spirit Stomp. Unable to actually sleep up both Ramses or no one. And Mars, well, he won't get anything off. ISISI holds every ability.
He might have lived with Arena, because then Dragon Knight can't hit him through the wall. Storm can jump in, but he had used everything. That might have...
Abed wasn't far away either. He has Dreamcall, Blink, Veil ready to go.
It's an edge case. It's like, yes, maybe you stay alive, but you don't want to waste the ulti, and I don't think there was going to be a return kill either. Abed's damage was not enough to kill these big boys.
Abed sees Roger right underneath that Observer Ward. Not even a reason to blink. Reason to connect on stuns are there, but Abed's and DJ will finish the job.
They were trying to save the coil, but with DJ's stun missing, you play it safe there.
And with that, Solid feels a little bit more confident to come out into the stomp. And Disruption will cancel that. Spirit will continue the chase. But there is nothing to get, not when they don't have that coil control. Even trying to get rid of some of the obs. Sentries, Abed. No one sees this. Actually, no, he's got a path out of there. Does he? No, actually, no, he doesn't.
It's a nice little corner. Fnatic have stabilized, though. It felt like it was getting worse and worse with VP finding the kills, but now they've had a bit of success. They've taken over this area of the top jungle for quite a while. Now VP do get another Observer out up there that they will need to try to find a D-ward on. But they've secured time and space for Wraith King.
Oh, this is a nice way to reveal your Blink Dagger from Ice. They've been holding the Edict just because they want to have it there with Mars.
Uh-oh.
Solo. Well, now the Arena comes up, but it's not the one they wanted. And because they missed the dagger, DJ will come in. He's the expendable one to put on the front lines. He'll end up going down. The ET splitter. TP did not finish, but oh, man. No one's ball lightning. Cuts across the TPing out Lashrak. Looks to go for a little bit more. A quick phase shift from Puck. Vortex back in again. Has phase shift in 1 second time. The one charge is actually by him that time to then jaunt away. No one's sleeping. Now he can get back in range of the shrine.
Yes, the shrine right here. Like, no!
I'm just too far away.
Couldn't reach. That almost went wrong on the solo kill top. But when Ice throws down the Arena, he went for the Rebuke first before the Spear. Maybe starting to second guess his spears a little bit, but that gives you the time to get that disruption off. And if no one was a little bit faster, that would have ended up being a trade for Lesh, which you definitely did not want in that situation. But it worked out in the end.
Smoke movement from Fnatic. There's a nice haste rune to grab. They may not grab it just because they'll be... Nope, never mind. Abed wants it.
They're setting up...
Just in case there was an Observe Ward, but the line came to go into this area, and no one's the primary target now.
They're setting up to control this area, and then they maybe get bounty runes after as well. Oh, they're going to see no one now. This is perfect. If he walks to the right...
Abed's just got to blink, jump, and coil instantly.
I think they're hesitating because they don't know how many heroes are behind, but that was a clean kill. even next to the shrine, they couldn't have helped him there.
They may also want to have Ice. He's got Blink and Arena
going.
up right now, so the jump comes in. If he Blink and Arena's underneath the tower, Storm Spirit, where's the heck? The arrow? Is there anything? Arena, do something! Ramses is going to stun him up. Pasha is the double kill as well. The double stun as well. DJ will fall. Ice is running out of here, and he's questioning his decisions in life. Now the Arena comes up. Battle on the high ground in the ET splitter. Disruption does kick in, but there's still 3 heroes down for Fnatic. And what did they get? What did you take? Ramses gets a double kill. Abed at least gets something in return for the kill on Solo. He'll blink away, but Storm will follow through. And Fnatic, every single one of them is dead. And they instigated this.
Okay, that one I want to replay on. That was... oof.
In the words of OD Pixel, that was questionable at the best.
In the words of you, that was a disaster. Okay.
No one likes my lines.
I wanna see this. I wanna see this in the replay because I feel like there's gotta be Ice really dropped the ball on that fight.
There has to be a reason. Did you not see him in the tree line? Is that the problem? Here we go.
So they've jumped in here. The Storm, he tries to spear the Centaur, which misses. Now they try to kill the Storm. They don't kill him with the Rebuke. He still hasn't ultied yet. In all of this time, when the Storm is caught by the coil, they could have Arena to secure this kill, and they could have got the Centaur inside the Arena as well and fought around it. It's like the plan was to save the Arena until they connect with the team up here, but when you've taken these casualties already, it's just not good enough, right? Storm is regenning up in base, the Dragon Knight BKB comes in. I'm all for not using the Arena to kill the Storm in the coil, because he feels like it's overkill, and they're maybe scared of the Storm buyback to come back. But the moment Centaur starts connecting with him and it starts being a questionable kill, you gotta do it, I think. The end outcome here is way worse.
They're going after Jams in the mid. Stampede trying to get Storm away this time. This is a great Arena, locking in no one as well as Ramses. Ramses will battle underneath the BKB, the dual breath, actually slowing down a little bit of the damage, but not enough in the Dream Coil. It actually catches out Centaur. He wants to stand and fight. DJ doesn't really have a lot of mana to work with. The ET splitter, can they pull Pasha back over again? No, but Abed can get in front of him, and there's your spear. Putting him up against the tree. DG actually ended up killing him with a pulse at the very end, so that's what they were looking for. That's the combination. If it doesn't work the first time, let's just try again.
That's more like it. It was also in a much better position on the map. The previous one, they forced a kill on the Storm under his tier 2 tower when they had to jump on him earlier on the Shrine, as we talked about. That they could have gone for that kill in a safer position for themselves, but now, yep, that time they got it. They got the Arena and the Spear on Storm, and the fight almost played itself when they just ran in and cast their spells.
Solo is definitely coming a long way out, and a quick blink away from Ice as Ramses TP's in.
Jabs has Radiance, by the way. So, big key item coming up for him. He's gonna probably... I kind of want to see a second item Blink in this game, just to be able to jump in and be a threat to the Storm or the Lina. Getting on top of Lina is really, really good in general. She's very weak defensively, but super strong offensively. So once a hero gets on top of her and she doesn't have the Yule Scepter, you just... like, if Wraith King jumps her, she could just die from a stun and a crit and 2 attacks. And obviously would set up very easily to follow through for the puck. The alternative is to say, you know what? Initiation is not my responsibility. I'm going to do the damage. You have daggers on both Mars and Puck. And I will just get an AC or whatever he feels is the right choice here.
I'm loving the priority list from Virtus Pro. Like, they've attacked that Radiant Sentry ward once, but they didn't look up on the hill to see the obs that was planted. That was planted when Fnatic went for that mid-fight.
Yeah, that's very strange.
So it's like they know they have vision. They know there was some level of detection put down there, but no one's actually taken care of the job, and no one can see up on the hill easily.
Yeah, you can just put a...
Remnant. That's it. Oh, he's going down to bottom lane. Beb has to jaunt up through the lane, takes the creep wave, blinks back down again, and just perfectly jukes them. Has the haste rune and plays around them. Yeah, they get rid of the sentry ward now, but the obs are still there. That's what's allowing the Puck to know what he can get away with. And with a double damage rune spawning 24 minutes in, they're starting on Roshan.
Oh, this is really, really big, actually.
Summon the army.
VP have no idea right now, especially with Abed playing like this in the bottom lane. It makes it even less obvious what's going on.
I think Dubu and DJ want to bring attention towards the top lane. Just to, yeah, it's dragging it away from Roshan by them doing this.
They're just pulling attention. That's all they're doing right now. VP still have no clue. This is a free rush. They just have no idea.
Storm Spirit, he's nearby, but he's jumping mid lane. Smoke is up from Pasha as well as Solo. Solo's going to come over, but the double damage rune allowed Fnatic to do this so quickly that they've taken the Aegis Immortal, and yep, now they realize you got your wish. Blink Dagger coming out to Jabs now with the Aegis Immortal.
This next fight for VP is pretty difficult. No one has to not get caught, or he needs to have a disruption backing him up immediately. The Dragon Knight can frontline with BKB as well as almost Radiance completed. Well played. He just had his creep stolen by Roger's Dragon Slayer.
It was also because Puck orbed over and then tried to take the bounty rune after Ramsey's already took it.
Oh, Roger.
Albert found him.
He's dead.
Dreamcore will hold him there. Ice is coming in. Spear him against the wall. But Arbed will find the kill. Pasha's had a lot of time to farm up too. He's finished Solar Crest, Pipe, building into an INTERCEPTOR. I guess net worth equal to that of the Puck. Number one is DK by a good 2,000. He's now finished up the Radiance for Ramses to go with his BKB.
He's having a really great game farm-wise, but hasn't been too many Dragon Knight fights in this game for a long time now. The one that he got, that he was involved in that went well, was Fnatic initiating onto the Storm in mid. They haven't tried to really push a tower for a while. The mid-tier one is still standing 26 minutes.
Oh, Stampede forward. They're going for TJ. Up on the top lane, Purge will be out. Dubu starts with a splitter. He needs to actually Spirit Stomp as well. He's going to try and save his teammate, and I think they've given up on saving DJ.
Look how tanky he is.
Wow, yeah, he actually is taking through so much with the pipe into the tree lines with the one charge. Has a TP scroll available. DJ, if he TPs right now, he might even get out. Inside the trees, they see him, they'll banish him. He hesitated just a little too long, and now they're able to find him. But so much time just chasing down a support Lashrak.
Yep.
And what does Arbed do in the meantime? Nuke the wave on bottom, John away to safety under the cover of phase shift, and force a rotation of Ramses. This is why they can't find their fight.
And that's just giving so much time and space for Wraith King to farm up. He's going to go BKB, it looks like. I don't know if that's the right call in this game. I know you're playing against a lot of stuns, so usually you would advise BKB, but I think if VP are going on the Wraith King, it's good for Fnatic. I think he wants to jump in and just have as much damage as possible in the tank. I would like to see an AC. It's also something Mars benefits from. The minus armor on all the enemy heroes increases the damage of the Rebuke. You also have the Elder Titan aura. If he can come in close. It feels a bit too defensive. One of Puck's problems is in this stage of the game, Puck's damage starts fading a little bit, and then it's going to come back later when he gets really big. But there's this awkward moment now where if Wraith King gets BKB, Fnatic just don't have that much
I'm just wondering, that's like, okay, I'm going to get the INTERCEPTOR over on the Puck, and then we're going to get the Rapid Fire Coil to work with Mars ulti, and everything else is there.
I think this could be a Rapid Fire game later. He might go for that.
Just needs to increase the damage.
Absolutely Axe first. It is insanely good against Storm Spirit. He wants to get BKB, but then he still can't jump.
Arbed really wants that rune.
Yeah,
unless they can use it as bait. Pasha is nearby. As someone comes in through the top. Oh, hi, Solo. Jump in. Jabs. He'll connect on the stun. The Observe Ward gave him the information up the hill. So great grab. That means there's no real save for Virtus Pro, but with the Blink Dagger from Ramses, he doesn't want to, well, one, reveal at phase shift. Okay, he's into Dragon form, and then the push back. No BKB triggered from Ramses, so they can just keep going with chain stuns, one after the other. Now the BKB timing, no, buyback comes in from the SD. Jabs caught in the tree lines. He has both the Ankh as well as the Aegis Immortal, but they'll create more and more copies. As SD has arrived, Wraith King. He turned the Radiance off, so you actually don't have any Radiance burn from those copies. Now he can turn it back on, and ice, the Arena of Blood. Great defensive Usurper, dodging the spear, but Jabs is still in there, looking for the fight. DD needs to get in there too with the Pulse Nova, and start to burn down through the DK, but he gets a double stun with the Pulse Nova, and the Edict damage. Ramses and Pasha, they're taking through so much. Here's just second life now going down from the Wraith King, but don't worry, you know he's got himself a third as they push back no one, but he's still fighting, trying to pick up these back lines. Finally, they get rid of the little Shrek, but there's still 4 heroes from Fnatic standing up and fighting. And Virtus Pro, even with these buybacks, Solo cannot do enough. He'll die in the trees. And Fnatic Now that's their second fight, and that's really the one they wanted to have in mid lane, but they got it on bottom.
And they might keep going from this as well. Wraith King has reincarnation again. So time for the 4th life to come into play. And he's going to go high ground. He has a couple of skeletons to work with. Did take the no reincarnation mana cost talent, though, not the double skeleton talent.
The push is a little slower.
At least get this tier 3. No one has a buyback, but he doesn't really want to go until Centaur is alive.
I'm surprised they're not just jumping in a little deeper, try to initiate or force some kind of buyback from Virtus Pro, but they're focusing
the threat.
Yeah, they're focusing on the melee. Arena's up in now. So if VP come out after them, they'll be willing to fight, but the 30-minute bounty rooms are spawned, and they are more of a priority. Lesh is up on top, already claiming the other 2.
That's such a huge swing in the game. What just happened? This fight was super big for them.
Yeah, that's one we can watch again.
They got 4 or 5. They got 5 kills, right? They got 4 plus a dieback Shadow Demon. And then they got 4 bounty runes and a tier 3 tower, and all of this happened in 2 minutes.
Here we go. So it starts up with the first death. Death number 1 for Jabs.
This arena is really good. Very quick Euls from Roger made the fight a little bit harder for Fnatic, but he's still caught inside the arena, gets just blown up by all the spells. Roger's out. That was a 5-on-4. They can keep going on the Wraith King, but the 3rd life here really coming into play. Just tanking so much damage. And this spear, not even close to hitting anything from Ice, but it didn't need to. They were still far enough ahead in the fight that they could make a couple of mistakes and still clean house. And Ramses backed off, and I think Ramses played the fight more or less perfectly. He took so much damage first, and then he BKB'd when he was low, and they still can't kill him because their physical damage is rather weak. He took everything out of his hero, and it still wasn't enough in that instance. And it really comes down to jumping Roger. Getting on top of Lina is the name of the game for Fnatic. If they let him free cast spells many times in a row in these long fights, that will be the difference maker, but get rid of him quickly, and it gets a lot easier.
I'm liking this approach now from Fnatic. They understand the next objectives. All the outer towers are taken. So what do? They establish ward control over the Dire jungle. They take care of the shrine, and they wait for the next Roshan. He may respawn in 50 seconds.
They're still mid-tier 2 as
well. They can take the tier 2 tower in the meantime.
Smoke.
Oh, the minions are coming in, and they actually break.
Oh,
they break the smoke on the other side of the tree line, so they're going to be okay.
They have this good ward. They're seeing Solo. They know it doesn't have buyback.
Man, they always just want to get rid of the save. And they got him too. Nice blink from Ramses, dodges the spear of Ice. What's our Roshan timer? You don't still may spawn in 30 seconds. But this means second shrine.
Abed immediately down to bottom.
This is the ward you were talking about, Sin, right here.
Yep.
And what do they do? Sentries up. Hey, they check the hillside. Get rid of the dire obs.
Could have been even better if they found a bigger kill than Shadow Demon, but it's still good. They know he doesn't have buyback, so they have a power play again. This will allow them to push out all the waves and maintain map control, get the D ward.
All right, so Roshan's timing,
VP
1 minute 20.
Really cornered, actually. The map is shrinking fast. They know Pasha's going top.
He's still okay.
He's going out pretty far, considering he doesn't have any vision to work with. It's a severe lack of information for him.
And DJ's waiting for the right time to initiate. So Latrak, obviously, who's going more auras than anything else. Solar Crest, Ice. Puts him up against the tree. The spear's there, but where's the follow-up? Arena of Blood. He needs to buy time for the rest of his team to arrive, but the same thing for Virtus Pro. They're coming over under the cover of smoke, looking for the initiation in, and this is all happening. Ice will only now BKB himself out. Virtus Pro haven't really committed that much, apart from Dragonform. Ramses is sitting in the back line, looking for the attack over to Puck. He doesn't actually get it. He's still got Dragon Tail stun, but the chain's done, and now you actually hold them inside the Dream Coil. Nowhere to go. He has to stay, but there's no other choice but to die. And ball lighting, he waited, no one. He has a choice. He always had a choice. Abed will chase him into the tree lines with the silence. The Latrak stun, there's actually the leader stun, holding him back so they couldn't get the follow-up. Solo could die, but Storm is still alive. But with Ramses down, Fnatic can now look towards Roshan. In 1 second, the courier scouts it. Oh, wait, it came back out. If it sends it in, I'll bet have a look.
This time, Ramses overextended. This time, he overestimated how tanky he was. He got blown up by all this magic damage. 6 survival from no one, by the way, could be the only reason they're still in this game. He used the Bloodstone, he played on the edge of the coil, and last second gets the ball lightning out. But it's still so expensive. They will have to buy back Ramses if they want to hold these barracks, I think.
Yeah, Now there's Alina Yule's just trying to slow down Jabs' attack. And with that AC, these towers don't really stand a chance. Now, Storm, Ball Lightning's in. The Storm from Dubu actually puts Storm Spirit to sleep, but they don't want it. They want Roshan.
Huh. That could have been a great fight for them, actually, but they'll play it safe.
I'm fairly certain they'll have another great fight. Like, these ulti cooldown timers is so easy. Like, 1 minute for Dream Call to always come back off cooldown. You're looking at exactly the same time for the Arena of Blood. So they're going for Roshan. If VP want to fight him, Fnatic will oblige.
They're not going to be here in time. They have no Shrine. I wonder if they give the Aegis to Wraith King this time. I feel like they won't. Maybe they give it to Leshrac or Mars.
Who's going to open up the slot?
No, they'll give it to Jabs. Okay. He's just going to front line with 3 lives.
Ice can take the cheese.
Yep. Probably going to swap that in instead of his Soul Ring, maybe. Or instead of the Ogre Axe.
Either that or he's just holding it to give to Jabs later on.
Fnatic in such a great position right now. Because it's not just how far ahead they are, it's the map is just dead for VP. They have no access points. They're super scared of getting out. They have 1 Observer Ward only ready on Solo since he placed 1 bottom to prepare for the siege. So they're just flat out cornered, and Fnatic can play the map however they like.
Yep.
Can push out waves, they can farm jungle, they can go aggressive.
You can feel it through like Ramsey's talent. So 210 in the gold, not looking for the 25 strength. He just knows he needs money.
The ward we talked about over here finally just expired. It went full duration. This ward was very, very big. And they might place the same one again, honestly, or a similar one. With how much it just did for them, maybe that's the play. Or they're going to brute force bottom. That's the other option.
You got Naga, Seymour, Wraith King. So what will be effectively, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 lives? 4 lives probably for Wraith King in the next fight?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Considering, like, you said it during the drama phase, like, these fights will drag on a lot. It's like, well, that's great for a Wraith King. He's got a 40-second cooldown on Reincarnation and the Aegis of the Immortal.
Sending his boys mid and going bottom.
Actually ends up splitting them too.
Splitting the boys.
My people can be everywhere. Jabs, make a copy of him. Solo, I think this time around actually got him. No, again, without the Radiance burn on him.
They wanted to spear Ramses, but they got an illusion pinned.
It's a huge
stun.
And
He's
Jabs,
taking so much damage here.
Jabs is really questioning if he wants to go in there. They need to get the Dream Call from Abed to start this up.
Yeah, if you Dream Call the Dragon Knight, he's stuck there fighting. But
Jabs. Whoa! Jumps in! 3 hits, almost killed him off. 31 HP. The spear is actually right through the middle of Roger as he respawns up with the buyback.
And they could just try to jump again. Keep the Spirit scouting. And if you see any weakness, if you find Shadow Demon, if you find Lina, yep, okay.
There's a jump in, Wraith King, instant Scepter with the Light Strike Array, art style. Solo making a copy. And Jabs wants to move back, still at half-life. Remember, he's got the Aegis model, so he's not that scared, but in the back lines, Centaur was hoping for a bit of a jump. It's still only Jabs who's the only target presenting himself properly. And here we go again.
No.
Dragon Tail stun from Ramses. That is a spear well off target. The ET splitter as well being burnt. Solo's going to make a couple more copies. Wraith King currently hitting himself. Pasha wants to run back out, but the Stampede will hold him in here. He's got no other choice but to stand with Ice under the cover of the BKB. But this is weird. Jabs has already jumped over the top of it, so Pasha can just walk back out. Jabs will now die. Vortex back into the rest of Virtus Pro. It's going to be the Aegis Immortal this time, breaking 20 seconds before he's got Reincarnation back up again. So the BKB fighting once again, looking over towards Solo. The nice chain's done. This time it's Leshrac who held him in position. But the buyback is there from the SC. They still haven't taken the melee. Rax and Fnatic, they've committed everything they've really got. Dream Coil is available from Arbed. But they don't have anything else to work with. They're backing out. They don't have their team fight abilities.
That was a very awkward fight.
Yeah. Wraith King was just like, I'm going to 1v4 while you have a 1v1. Like, here we go again.
It's a very interesting fight because it feels like there's so little happening, but there's so much happening because everybody is like consciously waiting for specific things to happen so that they can go in, and nobody wants to really commit on the wrong fight. You see, the fight ends with Dream Coil unused, and with, I think, a BKB unused from Ramses, and, you know, they never really committed.
It feels like a half and half. Like we're not meat lovers and we're not vegetarian.
No, I think what they want is just to hit a spear, right? if the spears from Ice 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 hit, that's a really good go call, but his accuracy in this game is, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still 2-digit, but percent. But yeah, it's not been the best spear throwing I've ever seen in my life, but it's been good enough.
It's a nice arcane rune for Abed. Walking around with the Gem of True Sight, making it even more impossible for VP just to win this Vision game. And up they come.
Yep.
How much have you got to fight with this time around? Pasha is trying to drag the creep wave off. They're smoking the back lines. Virtus Pro, they're looking for a wraparound. But the box has already been drawn. You actually see it. DJ has drawn the box on the side, and that's why Abed is the man standing on the hill. Again, Jabs presents himself, but he's already finished the job with the melee racks. Him and the boys are doing the work. The first stun comes in with Laguna Blade. Abed jumping in. They looked for the Lina. Won't be able to get it. Instead, it's the Dragon Knight. And they haven't got the BKB off. Ramses, he'll buy back. Trapped inside the arena of blood. Storm Spirit can't get back out. But Pasha with a 3-man stun. Now Ramses gets that spill damage. It's doing the work with the triple stun as well. Maybe Fnatic have been overstunned up, but no, they've got the sustain. Ice, Ice, Ice. This time he hit a spear. DJ's walking himself off. Then maybe with a double buyback from Fnatic instead. They want to keep the push going. No one jumping around. He's hitting the backlines. Finally, they're going to get rid of that Leshrac. So many remnants sitting on top of him, but DJ, he's tanking through with the pipe, with the one charges, and they turn around and kill down no one. He has buyback available too.
He's baiting right now.
They'll have to commit it if they're going to defend this tier 3 tower in mid. Pasha jumps in, another great double hoof stomp. Ramsey still getting that dragon form damage out. You got the Wraith Fire Blast flying out of that dead Wraith King, but the Lina, the arena is there. Ramsey still has the BKB and wasn't even in the arena.
They're buying time.
20 seconds until we have the puck back, and looks like VP will be happy to let him go. Roshan could respawn soon, but he's a minute and a half away.
Good defensive play to not lose the racks there. I don't think Ice 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 necessarily needed to go that early and pop BKB and everything, but Wraithkin going in, acting as a wall, is exactly what they needed to get Abed up. And VP have to respect them, because they know if they die in the enemy base, the game's over. They've used so many buybacks. All 3 cores have a long cooldown, 5 minutes.
Mars is the only hero right now who has a buyback available. Wraith King is a little short of the money. He'll have it in a bit. Same with Leshrac. DK now having the Satanic, so yes, a full buyout. Whatever you got, give the sustain. Fnatic is looking for their own fight. Both teams know that Roshan could have spawned. Neither team knows that he hasn't. Like Fnatic actually may have had a peek on the way through.
They check quickly, but yeah, they have to keep consistently checking it. I think they'll pock the courier in there.
Ags for jabs.
He can't make a slot yet, though.
What's he going to do? Drop his phase boots?
I don't know. He might. Does he want to make it Sin? Then he doesn't have buyback. I mean, he could have also waited to see if Roche was going to give him one for free, you know?
True.
But I guess they will maybe give that one over to Mars. That would be really nice. Dead courier. VP were trying to scout it.
INTERCEPTOR over on Wraith King as well. Disruption. Solo wants to make a couple of copies. Buck buys his own refresher orb. Jab trying to run away from this. Just purged up. Having a real hard time getting some distance. Ramses jumps in with the Blink Dagger. They're going to finish the job and burn the Ankh. And that's able to get rid of it. Oh, Ice, Ice, Ice! The 3-man with the Dream Coil as well to put everything together with the ET Stomp. Say goodbye to the Lina. Roger did so much in the last fight. Now we won't be here just yet until the buyback brings him back to the front lines. Disruption. VP still delaying. Vortex dragging back that Wraith King, and they can potentially bring down Jabs if only they can properly see him. Now he comes back out. DK needs a BKB and Satanic. Ramses needs a life back, and here it comes over towards Dubu. This fight is so heavily split. DJ's having a battle over on the side, but Roger, he hit the double light trick array. DJ and Abed, they were so deep. DJ will die. Abed hit by the Breeze Fire. Triple kill for Ramses. No one was doing his stuff in the back line, and even with the Aegis Immortal inside the Wraith King, Fnatic did not have enough lives to repel Virtus Pro, who are now looking towards the mid. Force buybacks if possible.
Yeah, so what Jabs did that fight was he swapped out phase boots and swapped in the Aghanims to have that ghost form and give it to his team in case anyone died, but he was the only one to die first, so he didn't really get to get the full benefits out of the Ags. He's probably going to swap back in his phase boots now to have the mobility, or not. He's just going to keep the Ags in his inventory the whole time. I really like the play of swapping it out and swapping it back in when you're respawning out of the ult.
There's no fight to be had here anyway.
No.
Like,
Ramses is huge.
yeah.
There was a buyback on Lina, though. We shouldn't forget. It was actually a really good jump from Ice, but Lina had the buyback available once again. So they got to use that resource. Shadow Demon has his again, too. So it's the 3 cores of VP that are currently unable to buy out. But now they're going to get an Aegis on the Storm.
They're going to get Refresher Shot, too, with it.
Very big. 2 Stampedes, probably.
2 Stampedes, 2 Dragon Forms if it's...
Dragon Forms and BKBs aren't bad either.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what it's going to be. Aegis Storm, Cheese DK. And the Refresher Shard is in the backpack of Pasha with that Axe. There's so much damage reduction. 2 Stampedes in a row. They're going to be almost impossible to kill. The heroes are already tanky. Now one of them has an Aegis, the other one has Cheese Satanic, and the third guy has 2 damage reduction Stampedes. Who do you go on except the supports? I just don't think you're killing a core right now. You have to find... you have to find Solo, you have to find Roger.
Can you find a backdoor? Like, is that the way to do it? Push the creep wave in through the bottom and then just everyone BT in? I don't actually. You can't get through it in time. There's still fortification from VP will keep him out. But it really does feel like they just can't take the fight. And no one keeps finding arcane runes before engagements.
Yeah, VP suddenly got all the map control, so they have so many options. Man, look at the experience or the win graph. Jesus.
The experience is one hell of a drop.
They were in such a good position, Fnatic. They were very close to ending the game, but that one hold in the mid lane from VP really swung things. 6 stuns from both Pasha and Roger could have perhaps given them a berth in the winner's bracket if they do end up finishing this game out. And they will definitely be trying to take the fight to Fnatic. They have Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, and buybacks on their cores again. So this is the timing that you want. Storm is the only core without buyback, but he has it in 30 seconds and he has Aegis, so he basically has it. He doesn't have Boots of Travel though, so his buyback not as impactful as the Centaurs or the DKs. But still, they're claiming more and more. Tier 2 is dead, Shrine is dead. Fnatic are trying to force them to come back top, but this push top is not very big, and they could just scroll TP back one guy and travel him back to the fight right after.
Yeah. Ramses is already walking up Dragon Form to burn. Fortification from Fnatic trying to delay things as well. Jabs will throw out the stun. They're not going to bait any kind of BKB from Ramses. You'll wait for the right time for that. Nice Observe Ward up on the hillside too. Jab sees it. He wants to get rid of it to get rid of that extra vision, but the Light Striker Raid will now connect. Raid King protected by the Lincoln Sphere. Tier 3 Tau already gone. Ramses, man, they just don't want him. Range Rax, it will fall. Ramses wants to back up a little bit more. The creep wave has gone. But Ramses will hang around until that backdoor protection does arrive. Slowed down by the lightning. The VP are ready to fight. And Blink from Ramses avoids the stomp. They're there for now, the 50-minute bounty runes. Move fast if you want them.
Might as well keep building the advantage. They have plenty of time in the Aegis. They have 2 full minutes left.
No one's got Arcane Rune. He hardly even burns half of his mana to get the runes. Oh, he didn't go for the other one.
Interesting. Maybe he was worried that Fnatic were going to be up there, but he kind of just saw them in their own base. But they could have TP'd to the top tier 2, I suppose, and better to play it completely safe.
It's the one place Fnatic has vision too. Observers moving up through that Radiant on both of the hillsides.
Yeah.
Difficult to keep though when the Gemma True Sight's over on Virtus Pro. BKB for Lina. Roger able to stand a lot stronger in the fights and keep those amazing stuns. But like for me, like Virtus Pro back in this game, 1 because of Roger and 2 because of Pasha. They're AoE stuns. They don't have many of them for Virtus Pro, but they're working beautifully. Not unless we get nags on no one, then we can add another one to the mix.
That could very well be his next item. It's really good this game. The fights very naturally clump up quite a lot at this point. And when BKBs get lower, the Axe and Storm just get that much better.
Smoke up from Fnatic. They have a small opportunity just because the rest of VP aren't already there. The three-way pushes in, the pipe will protect it, so Park can't get rid of it. Wow, Park actually jumps to the back lines. They're going for Solo. The Arena of Blood's good. Solo's going to instantly die, but will they get another rebuttal turn? It's over to Leshrac. The mech is actually a lot of heal through the Greaves and the Dream Coil, keeping Virtus Pro to fight, but SD's going to buy back, TP himself into this engagement, and Ice stranded down. Roger going to work, but that's why you have the extra life. Wraith King doing the work, but they move over towards Jabs as the next primary target. Make him invis, give him some space to work. Park needs to get out of here. Abed, he's down as well. Of course, you've always got that second life. The dead will fight for you. Aragon is on Fnatic's side, but the dead will only fight for so long. Oath is fulfilled, and Fnatic losing their bottom lane of racks, now the second in total. DK left a little bit stranded. The rest of VP were looking to leave. Storm's already ball lightning himself a long way away. Puck will now buy back. They think they have the opportunity. Ramses, he's still up. The arrow, maybe it's going to be enough. Pasha, Hoofstomp doesn't really get a great stun effect. It's DJ who gets a stun in return, but the cheese consumed up by Ramsey, so no one. He's back into the fight, getting the pull. Arbed, another Arena of Blood, already back up, and they gain the spill damage. Fnatic, cleave them. The VP. Buybacks here, ready to go again. Another Hoofstomp from Pasha, right on top of Jabs. He's down once more, able to get the Wraith Fire Blast Stuns out. Dubu needs to help him out. Ice wants to help too, but it's already too late. The Wraith King dies twice over. Ice just BKBing, TPing away. Dubu tries to put him all to sleep, but DJ in the backlines, no one. Has he got enough damage? No, DJ completes his own TP as well. But what have you got left? There's no Puck, there's no Wraith King. The ET's dead, he'll buy back into the game. Mars, no Arena of Blood. All the damage has to really come from the Leshrac, but there's 5 players from Virtus Pro beating into these tier 4 towers to get rid of them. Maybe a Yule separate from the Leshrac, a follow-up stun onto the DK, but he's also got Satanic. They jump in, the silence onto DJ. He'll reset back out again. The ET splitter, VP, will split both ways, dodging every single bit of it. And Pasha, he's actually going back to base to buy the refresher orb to then refresher and should BT back in again. So he's got everything ready to go. Vortex dragging back in Ice. He gets a little bit of a rebuke. Elder Titan up in the air. Roger gets the permanent stun. Pasha, there goes your Stampede. Run through them. Fnatic's throwing everything they've got, but it will not be enough. Fnatic, they will take every last player down. And then the Radiant Ancient after. Doesn't matter with the Wraith King buyback. This game is done. VP will do what most people thought they couldn't do today. Push through, 2-0 out onto Fnatic and secure themselves a winner's bracket position at TI.
And they had such a slow start to this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
It was... They looked... By VP standards, they just flat out looked really bad day 1. And day 2, half of the day, then they start warming up. And now, they get a 2-0 against Fnatic. And, you know, in the end, it's about whether you make it to that upper bracket or not. They're obviously going to have a really strong opponent regardless. But just starting in that upper bracket has got to be a huge sigh of relief. Now for Fnatic,